We were over on pit side that he is the owner of the number 72 car. It's sponsored by Brookside. Now, I think in the past we've said that Jerry Bowersock has owned that car, but that's not necessarily the case. Jerry also drives the 72 modified car sponsored by Brookside. So, you know, we kind of assumed that because it was Brookside, Bowersock was in one, that he owned the other, and that's not necessarily the case here. Andy James is the owner of the 72 machine, which will start on the outside of road number 1. He is also the driver in the cockpit, and there you see him right there going by the flag stand. So, you know, we apologize for Andy and the misunderstanding there, but he straightened us out, and we appreciate that very much, and we're able to pass it along.
I'll tell you what, the 360 Sprints, the number 1 car that's out there by himself, the 3 car of Mike Linder, has really raced great the last couple of weeks.
Mike Linder has won a couple of features, and I'll tell you, when you win a couple of features, Dave, your confidence level builds immensely, and that's been the case so far. So when you look at these point standings right now, Tim Allison in the 11X car will start on the inside of row number 4, currently leads John Hawk in the 1H car by just 10 points. Now, John Hawk will start on the outside of row number 2. Mike Linder is in the 3rd as far as the points are concerned. It was 770 points. Bobby Clark in the 68 car and the 1L car of Mark Long rounds out the top 5 as far as the current point standings, and all 5 of those drivers are in this A feature.
68 car of Bobby Clark having a hard time getting started. That's what we're waiting for. He's getting a push now from one of the trucks. And 68 car is Aaron Call, excuse me. Bobby Clark's in the 8 car. But the 68 car is the car that we're waiting for. I'll tell you what, we've had some excitement with the weather tonight. It seemed to calm down a little bit, although there are some fireworks still going on. I'll tell you what, these features in the 360 have really been exciting the last couple of weeks.
Well, they have, Dave. I'll tell you, they always put on a great show, and I'll tell you, the fans that are here are diehard race fans. They've weathered out this storm, so to speak, up to this point. So there you see the car starting to get into formation 2x2 and of road number 2. Cub Burton in the 14B car on the inside of road number 3. And once again, in the Nickel Brothers sponsored car, the NBC 31 machine, will be Paul Weaver.
So some of the big boys are going to have to make their move from the back of the pack, but Mike Linder's in the catbird seat right now.
Yes, he is, and he's currently 3rd in the points. Now, Tim Allison, we mentioned, is the leader. He'll start on the inside of row number 4. Some of the other notables that we'll keep an eye on. Bobby Clark is in row number 6 on the inside. Here we go.
They get through the back of the pack, and Mike Linder continues to lead. Andy James is in 2nd, and the 62 car, Steve Leiber, is in 3rd place. The first 3 cars, Joe, are just getting out of the pack and leaving everybody to catch up, although Paul Weaver has moved up to the 4th spot. John Hawk and Tim Allison back in for 5 and 6.
Well, right now, Tim Allison just passed John Hawk, and they're battling 1-2 in the points lead right now. And as Dennis Yokin comes up past Hawks, we got a yellow flag out, and up on between turns number 3 and 4, we have a car stalled. I want to say it's the 13 car of Richard Cox, and also will be the number 2 car of, I think it's Heath Miller. So the yellow flag is out as we try to get those 2 cars off. With conditionings on the track changing with every feature, drivers are forced to constantly make corrections on their cars. Stock car driver Jason Lanning told us some of the correction he makes to keep his car competitive throughout a night of racing.
Yeah, you tighten the car up a little bit.
Stock car racers here, and Mike Linder once again showing why he's had a good couple of weeks, Joe.
Well, there he goes. He's got a good jump on the restart.
And away we go. Mike Linder has been racing hot here the last couple of weeks. Steve Leiber and Paul Weaver in 2nd and 3rd. Andy James is in 4th, and Tim Allison is in 5th place. Mike Linder continuing to rock and roll around the track right now here in this A360 feature.
Like I said, Dave, he's won a couple of features here lately. I don't remember if he won last week or not, but nonetheless, he is racing with a lot of confidence right now.
And I think that's the big thing he was looking for at this track, was some confidence, because he had raced well before, but had some bad breaks. Tim Allison has moved up to 4th place now. Tim Allison's been coming on the last couple of weeks here at Limaland as well.
Well, you know, I don't think Tim Allison has won a feature race all season, but yet is the current point leader.
And also last year he was the season champion here at Limaland. Mike Linder has just checked out, said adios, aloha, see you later, as he continues to roll around this track in the A Main 360 feature. We have a yellow flag out.
And we got a car just outside of turn number 2.
Andy James.
It is Andy James in the 72 Brookside sponsored machine. So he's up there. He is up there in the wall.
And Andy James was racing real well until that point. You can see him right there on your screen. He's okay. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more racing here at Limaland. You're watching TV 44.
The rest of the field right up behind him, and Leiber's going to go down low. Paul Weaver's in the 3rd spot, but Mike Linder will bring him back to the flag stand into the number 1 spot.
Tell you what, Linder has raced well, though, and it seems like even after a restart, like right now, he can check out on you anyway as he continues to pull away from Leiber. Weaver racing the 31 car. That's a new driver every week. Tim Allison's in 4th spot as you see him go through there. Mike Linder, and that's the fireworks in the background. Once in a while, you might see them. So far, the rain's been holding off to this point. But Mike Linder has just done excellent the last 2 or 3 weeks. If I'm not mistaken, this would be his 3rd feature win if he can hang on.
Very, very could well be, Dave. And I'll tell you what, he has really pulled away from Steve Leiber, Paul Weaver, Tim Allison and company.
Matter of fact, Weaver's starting to make a move now, and he looks like he almost has Leiber in that 2nd turn, but as you see, Linder continues to race away.
And Tim Allison, we got a flip.
Oh, man, we had a flip in the 2nd turn.
I think that's the orange car of, we're going to speculate, and we'll get glasses on us here real quick.
And that 2nd turn has provided a lot of action tonight with the flips. We had a flip in a heat race when Jimmy Johnson flipped in an earlier heat race, and this is going to slow this down to a pretty slow race at this point.
Well, that's the 22D car of Dennis Yoakum, and you can see some sort of liquid spilling.
And Tim Allison's going to have some problems here as we start this restart.
Well, he is, Dave. He lost the front wing on that collision. You can see him right there on your screen. You see the back of the car, but when he turns around, turn number 2, he's missing that front wing. And when you lose that front wing, your car, the front end of your car is going to have a tendency to come off the ground.
And John Hawk makes a big move on him right away. And let's see if he can get him. No, he can. Mike Linder continues to pull away as Weaver and Leiber fight it out for 2nd and 3rd. Now Weaver has 2nd now, so he makes a good move.
Well, keep in mind right now, the points race was between 1 and 2, Allison and Hawk's got the lead on Allison, and Hawks finds himself in the 4th spot. As right now you can see that wing missing from Tim Allison's car is really making an effect on the way that car handles.
And he's losing spot after spot. He continues to lose spot after spot there. He's about 5th, 6th place right now. And
there goes Bobby Clark passes him.
Mike Linder continues to lead, and right there, Allison, you can see even his top wing up there is banged up a little bit. He's lost the front part of his car, and so it's really been crucial to him in this race. Now Linder comes off on lap traffic.
He's bouncing around like a rubber ball.
I'd say his race is over for tonight, but he still continues to race, try to get points for the rest of the season, and that's basically what you got to do.
Boy, you can see right there the left front of his wing is really mangled and tore in. And in all honesty, that does have an effect on the way your car handles, and especially at these speeds.
Halfway through this A Main 360 feature, as Mike Linder in lap traffic now continues to pull away. He's just been awesome the last couple of weeks, Joe.
Boy, Mike Linder, like we said time in and time again, is just driving with a lot of confidence. We got a car come off the infield, as you see Mike Linder on your screen getting ready to go around Tim Allison.
Tell you what, Linder is just having a great race, and when you think about it, Allison was challenging for the lead. He's been lapped now already.
Well, Tim Allison has been the victim of bad luck all season long. There was 3 races in a row where he flipped his car and never had an opportunity to finish a race. But tonight, as he battles for that mid-season points championship and has lost the front wing and done some severe damage to that upper wing, has just really struggling right here in this A feature tonight.
Linder continues to pull away. You can see there. And the nearest car, I think, to him is Weaver, the 31 car. He's got maybe a straightaway on him right now. So Mike Linder is making this easy work right now. He does not want to see another yellow flag.
Absolutely
and
not.
Give the opportunity for everybody to catch up with him, because he has basically just checked out and said, see you later. I want this feature night. And he continues to impress us in the mid part of this season. The 31 car now passes. The second place car has passed Allison. And I'll tell you what, it does show that you need all of your car to win a race here in the 360 sprints. Weaver's in second place right now. Linder continues to lead this race.
Well, there's some speculation here, Dave, in the booth that if this race finishes as is, John Hawk will be the midseason points champion as he finds himself in third spot.
We continue to race here. Linder getting ready to lap Bobby Clark and John Hawk. That's how far he's raced tonight.
Man,
I'll tell you what, he has put on a show tonight. Once again, Mike Linder continues to show why he's one of the top racers here at Limaland. And once he got his confidence, matter of fact, the first time he won, we weren't here for that, and he was asking us to get a tape. He was so disappointed. I figured he'd better try to do it again so he can get a copy of it.
well, if he does, he's going to win his second one here if he can just hang on.
I think it's his third win. To tell you the truth, he has been really red hot the last couple of weeks here at Limaland. Mike Linder, he's getting ready to lap Bobby Clark and John Hawk. That's how impressive he's been here tonight. Woo, baby! Mike Linder gets the white flag. He's racing for the feature win here tonight at the Limaland Motorsports Park. And here comes the checkered flag for Mike Linder as he wins it.
And
I think it's going to be Paul Weaver getting second place.
There's Paul Weaver.
And let's see, look, maybe it's Liber getting third place. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with the stocks in just a moment. You're watching racing on TV 44.